Minasan konnichiwa. Okay, for today, our topic is Lesson 1. Before we proceed to our vocabularies and grammar pattern, let me share you the lesson objectives. We have 3 lesson objectives for this particular topic. The first one is, at the end of the 2-hour session, you should be able to compose positive and negative sentences with a passing rate of 80%. So dahil ang lesson na ito talks about declarative sentences, so matututunan natin kung paano gumawa, mag-compose ng positive and negative sentences. The second one is for you to be able to choose proper particles with a passing rate again of 80%. So sa Japanese, masyadong maraming particles and it is imperative for us to understand the use of each. Dahil medyo nakakalito ang particles dahil ito ay prepositions or postpositions in English language. So it is fair and just na isa-isahin natin ang gamit ng bawat particles. And the third objective is, I think this is always the highlight of language learning, is for you to be able to respond to questions. No? So, kaya nga siya tinawag na language learning kasi kailangan ma-practice natin siya, ma-comprehend natin yung mga questions that will be throwing to us in our target language. So hopefully by the end of our lesson, we can achieve the following lesson objectives. Now, let us talk about kotoba or vocabularies that involve in lesson 1. What I want you to do is you listen to me. You can also kurikay or ano ba tawag doon? Kurikay is in English ay to read it again, no, after me. Okay, so these are the vocabularies na very important, no, sa language learning natin, particularly in lesson 1. So in Japanese, when you say I, it's watashi. Watashi. You, anata. Anata. That person, he or she, is ano hito, or if you want to make it more polite, you say ano kata. Ano kata is more polite than ano hito. Anata is often used, no, as a term of endearment kapag halimbawa mag-boyfriend, mag-girlfriend, mag-jowa, couple, anata can be a term of endearment. However, if you know the name of the person, for example, nung kausap mo or a person who is whom you are acquainted to, we refrain from using anata, no? Kasi sa Japanese culture, we always use their last name or first name, di ba? So halimbawa, Maria-sang, Smith-sang, ganyan, Tanaka-sang. So we refrain from using anata if we know the name of the person. Next, let's go to suffixes. So maraming suffixes na ginagamit sa Japan. So first of all is well famous Mr. or Miss. Nani-nani-sang. Okay, so ang meaning niya is Mr. or Miss. Tatoeba, Tanaka-sang, Yamada-sang. Wala siyang gender, no? Hindi mo malalaman ang gender niya kung last name ang gagamitin mo. Okay? Next, kapag bata naman ang kausap niyo, babae or lalaki, instead of sang kasi masyado siyang formal, you can use chang. Tatoeba, Liana Chang, Yael Chang. So, pambabae at panglalaki siya. So, child's name. Now, we have also Jin as our suffix meaning a national of. Pag gusto mong sabihin ang nationality ng isang tao, you just add Jin. Tatoeba, US or USA is America. America. So this is the name of the country. All you need to do is you add Jin. America Jin. America Jin. That will make them American or American citizen. So sa atin, sa Filipino, so we are Philippine is Philippines. So Philippine Jin, Filipinos. Philippine Jin, Filipinos. So ganun siya. So mga Japanese, they call as Nihon Jin. Nihon Jin. So Nihon kasi Japan plus Jin. So ganun lang siya kadali. Name of the country plus add the Jin, the suffix Jin. Now we have two types for teacher or instructor, we have the first one is sensei, and then the second one is kyoshi. How do we know the difference? Now, sensei is basically used for addressing. Halimbawa, ma'am, sir, ganyan. Kaya when you say like Lani sensei, you say the name first before the sensei. It's not sensei Lani, so it's wrong. It should be Lani sensei. So it's first name basis, no? Or kung masyadong formal ang relationship nyo sa inyong mga guro, you can use the last name. Tatoeba, Garcia Sensei, Ma'am Garcia. Now, Kyushi naman is teacher din, pero ito ay ginagamit namin as designation. Halimbawa, ang trabaho ko ay teacher, Kyushi ang gagamitin natin. Because sensei is only used for addressing, no? Pag nag-a-address tayo. Okay? Wakarimasu ka? Kaya lang in modern times, ginagamit na rin ang sensei as our profession. Okay, so may sa mga susunod nating examples, you often hear watashi wa sensei desu, I am a teacher. So ginagamit na rin siya. Next student is gakusei. Gakusei. So you devocalize the u, no, for the ku. So you simply say gakusei, gakusei. Company employee, kaishain, kaishain. Next, employee o shain, shain. Bank employee, ginko-in. Doctor, isha. Researcher, kenkyusha. University, daigaku. So when you say PUP University, you say PUP Daigaku. Hospital, byo-in. Who? Dare, while donata is more polite than dare. So you can choose which one do you prefer to use. Ne? And then we have years old is our suffix is sai. So for example, you're 21 years old, so you say niju isai. Niju isai is 21 years old. Now, how to ask? You can say how old, nansai desu ka? Or more polite is oikutsu desu ka? Oikutsu is more polite than nansai. Of course, we have yes is hai, no is iye. How do you do? Hajimemashite. So this is used sa first acquaintance. No, ginagamit natin if we are doing our self-introduction. Next, I'm from Nani-nani karakimashita. So when you put your place here, I'm from, for example, Quezon City. Sa Japanese, Quezon City kara kimashita. So you put the place first and then kara kimashita. Pleased to meet you is dozo yoroshiku. Dozo yoroshiku. So this is used as our concluding statement sa ating self-introduction. So noong nag-jikoshokay kayo, so we use this dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Next, excuse me, but shitsurei desu ga, shitsurei desu ga is often used as introductory remarks. Kapag ikaw ay hihingi ng favor, request, or any onigay, mga abala ka ng ibang tao, before you tell yung pakay mo, you say shitsurei desu ga, nani-nani. For example, you want to know the name of that person, hindi ka pwedeng you come up to him and then you just ask him, what is your name? Diba? So, in Japanese, what is your name is onamai wa, onamai wa. Okay. So, gusto mong malaman yung name niya. So, of course, kailangan mo munang ikot yung attention niya. So, you say this phrase, shitsurei desu ga, onamai wa, shitsurei desu ga, onamai wa, there. So, bago mo sabihin ang iyong pakay. Okay? And then, of course, paano magpakilala? This is Mr. or Miss. So, kochira wa nani-nani sang desu. So, you're going to put the name of the person here. For example, this is Mr. Santos. Kochira wa Santos sang desu. So, there. Okay? So, ganun natin magpakilala. Alright, so let's go to name of the countries. We have USA, America. England, Igiris. India, Indo. Indonesia, Indonesia. South Korea, Hankook. Thailand, Thai. China, Chugoku. Germany, Dowitzer. Japan, Nihon. Brazil, Burajiru. So there. Now, let's talk about grammar. So the first grammar pattern, the very simple grammar pattern that we're going to talk about in lesson 1 is the pattern noun 1 wa, noun to des. Noun 1 wa, noun to des. Okay. Now, let's talk about particle wa. Ano nga ba ang ginagawa ni particle wa sa ating pattern? First, this is a topic marker. Wa is a topic marker. It indicates that the word before it is the topic of the sentence. So meaning to say, dahil ang ating sentence ay noun sentence, kasi we have noun 1 as our topic and noun 2 as our predicate, any word before the particle wa is the topic of the sentence. Okay? Now, how about this? This works as a predicate. And the same time, it makes the sentence polite. Kung mapapansin nyo, every time na gumagawa tayo ng sentence or every time na nakikinig tayo ng mga Japanese songs or kaya naman anime or J-drama, we often hear the word des. And it appears normally at the last part of the sentence because it works as the predicate of the sentence. At the same time, you make your sentence polite if you put the des, no, at the end of that sentence. So ayan. So madali lang siyang tandaan. Y is a topic marker and des serves as our predicate. Now, I'm going to give you a noun 1 wa, noun to des. Remember, ang gagamitin mo lang dito ay puro nouns. Hindi ka pwedeng gumamit ng adjectives or verbs kasi tinawag natin siyang noun sentence, a noun declarative sentence. No? Kung may mga alam ka na ng mga vocabularies na adjectives or verbs, hindi siya pwede sa pattern na ito. Kasi nouns lang ang gagamitin natin. Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin ng pattern? That noun 1 is noun 2 and noun 2 is noun 1. Ibig sabihin, iisa sila. Now, let me give you an example. Okay? So here, we have Tanaka-san wa kenkyusha desu. Tanaka-san is noun 1. We have particle wa. Kenkyusha is noun 2 and we have the des. Now, sabi natin, wa is a topic marker. So ibig sabihin, in our sentence, Tanaka-san is our topic. Second example, ano hito wa kaisha indes? Ano hito wa kaisha indes? Third one, isha wa kankokujin desu. Isha wa kankokujin desu. So these three examples are noun sentence. So ibig sabihin, lahat siya ay mayroong noun 1 at noun 2. Now, let us try to translate it in English para mas madali natin maintindihan. So in the first example, Tanaka-san wa kenkyusha desu. Mr. Tanaka is a researcher. Mr. Tanaka is a researcher. Second example, ano hito wa kaisha indes? That person is a company employee. The third sentence, isha wa kankokujin desu. The doctor is Korean. Okay, so remember, ang G na inilalagay natin after the name of the country to make it nationality. There. Now, so let's have more examples regarding the noun 1 noun to des pattern. The first one is, Sumizu-san wa American jin desu. Mr. Smith is an American. Second one, ano hito wa doitsujin desu. That person is a German. Or pwede ring he is a German or she is a German. Third example, Pawadenki wa kaisha desu. Pawadenki is a company. Pawadenki is a company. Next one, Kimura-san wa 21 歳 desu. Miss Kimura is 21 years old. And then finally, Sakura wa daigaku desu. Sakura wa daigaku desu. Sakura is a university. Now, as you can see in my examples, you can see here the noun 1 followed by particle wa. So, ibig sabihin sila ang ating topic. And we have noun 2 followed by des. So, ang tawag natin dito sa pattern na ito ay a noun sentence. Noun wanwa, noun to des. Declarative, positive. Okay? So there. Now, it's very important as well to understand naman ano ang negative. Halimbawa, kanina, puro ang sample natin is um, I am, for example, Sakura is a university or that person is a Filipino. Paano kung sasabihin na natin na she is not a Filipino? So meron na tayong not. So this time we will have the noun wanwa, noun tuja, arimasen pattern. So itong pattern natin na ito ay nagne-negative, negate. Ibig sabihin, noun 1 is not noun 2. So ito ang ating present negative tense or nagsasabi siya ng not. Yung des natin kanina, pinalitan natin ng jari masen. Now, to give you an example, UST wa bio inja arimasen. UST is not a university. UST is not a hospital. Next, ano katawa ginko inja arimasen. That person is not a bank employee. Third one, watashi wa kyoshi ja arimasen. I am not a teacher. So there, nandun pa rin yung ating noun 1 followed by wa. So ibig sabihin sila pa rin yung topic natin. And then yung ating mga noun 2 ay negated, no? Ninegate natin using ja arimasen. Ginawa natin siyang no. Okay, so more examples of this pattern. Tanaka-san wa kankoko jinja arimasen. What do we mean by this? Mr. Tanaka is not Korean. Sensei wa chugoku jinja arimasen. The teacher is not Chinese. Next, anuhito wa kenkyusha ja arimasen. That person is not a researcher. Next, Karina-san wa burajiru jinja arimasen. Miss Karina is not a Brazilian. And finally, Carlos-san wa isha ja arimasen. Mr. Carlos is not a doctor. There. So napakadali lang tandaan. Ang arimasen ay kailangan ay merong noun muna bago mo siya ilagay. So here we have the noun wanwa, noun to arimasen pattern. Okay. So, as part of our activity, I'm going to post activities on your group and then kindly answer those. Okay, so I hope natutunan nyo ang ating noun wanwa, noun to des pattern, and noun wanwa, noun to ja, arimasen pattern. Okay, hope to see you soon, guys. Again, bye-bye.